Hey guys, Aaron and Alex here in Phoenix, Arizona. Happy New Year to you again. So listen, one of the benefits that I have personally is that Alex um, uh, has ownership in 4 different brokerages and runs a monthly update with regards to stats and what's happening in the market. And some of those are the national stats, and we thought that maybe we'd take the opportunity to share some of these with you, as it's something you could share with your clients. So over to you, Alex.
Well, hey guys, yes, hello, and as always, thank you for watching. And to Aaron's point, I get this awesome opportunity to put together what we call a market update for our 4 market centers. And one of the things that I thought would be awesome to share with you guys is what we shared from a national level. Not bore you with the Phoenix details, but what's happening nationally. And so let's dive into it. There's 3 articles that I want to share with you guys. And so let me share those with you right now. And so first one that kind of came up was housing prediction for 2025. And I thought this was interesting. So this article is from Bankrate. And if you scroll down, one of the things that I have highlighted here, Bankrate, if you guys are familiar with the real estate data firm CoreLogic, this is what they do, right? They look at data, they make predictions, and right here you can kind of see that because of more inventory choices for consumers and the lower mortgage rates from lower than a year ago, and the continued jobs in the economy, they are predicting, or at least Chief Economist Selma Hepp is predicting, that we're going to have a 9% increase in home sales. So let's take a moment and appreciate that. I know that in December, I was giving the bad news to our agents in the market center that, hey, we just had the worst record year in sales that I think we broke a record that was like 31 years old, right? And the kind of sad part about that, right, is that our population has increased 25% across the nation in those 30 years, and we're hitting, sales numbers from back then. Now, granted, in exchange for home sales, we do have a much larger volume, right? So I'm sure all of us can relate. We don't have to sell 100 transactions to make a living. We sell one deal, and it probably feels like it's paying the bills for a couple of months. So we, after that, give or take, though, 9% is a prediction that we'll have an increase. So congratulations.
9% raise.
9% raise. Yeah, exactly. And so, all right. This next one, over here in Arizona, we do not have Bright MLS, but I do know that Bright MLS is located across the country and very heavy in the Mid-Atlantic area. That being said, they did do a nationwide study. Let me joke with you guys a little bit. I thought it was really funny. So according to a survey, I'm going to highlight this for you guys right here. According to a survey of 1,581 homeowners across the U.S. conducted in November.
Huge sample.
Huge sample. That's what it takes for a survey, guys. That being said, though, of that sample, what they came out with is that nearly 1 out of 5 current homeowners say that they are considering selling their home in the next 12 months. And surprisingly, it's not the older baby boomers that have lived in their home for a long time. We're actually finding out, and I'm going to scroll up a little bit so you can see what they wrote here, was that pandemic home buyers might be the biggest group of home sellers in 2025.
Which is crazy, huh?
Yeah. This actually came up yesterday at one of the market centers that an agent, in the crowd was like, it's so funny you're talking about this because for the first time in my career, I had a seller say, digging deep for the motivation on why they really wanted to sell, regardless of the higher rates and all of this, they're like, my house feels like a prison, and so people may have made some decisions, got into something, bought a home, because they needed something, working from home and all these different people. And so, this was interesting, right? Less than a quarter of them, 23.4% of those surveyed, had lived in their home for less than 5 years. And by contrast, nearly 32% of homeowners who said that they're planning on selling their home in the next year had lived in their homes for less than 5 years. So What is my suggestion? Make sure that you're in relationship with your database. Don't assume that because somebody may have those low interest rates that they're not thinking about selling. So make sure that you're paying attention to your database, and those especially that maybe bought a home in the last 5 years, maybe 20-30% of them will potentially end up being on your pipeline. And last but not least, NAR put out an article here at the end of December. Pending home sales moved up 2.2% in November, which was the fourth straight month of increases. So going back to what I had shared, we just had the lowest year in real estate sales in about 30 plus years, and yet pending home sales are increasing. And so just thought I'd share that as kind of a little glimmer of hope. Hopefully some of you across the country experienced an increase in your pipeline, saw some properties moving more. I know here in Phoenix, we were able to have a decrease in active listings and an increase in pending sales. So I know a lot of our agents kind of actually wrapped up the year and started January with a smile on their face on how their listings were going. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. And that being said, we do know from the article that those pending sales rose in the Midwest, South, and West, but it did decline in the Northeast. So our Northeast people, sorry that didn't carry over to over there. So that all being said, those articles, I hope that kind of gives you guys some insight. If you guys are seeing similar other articles that are sharing kind of the same thing, we continue to keep our fingers crossed with, the lowering of interest rates. But even if they don't, it looks like people are kind of pent up and ready to, sorry for the background noise, alarms going off. But hopefully you guys are seeing a lot of the same thing, that people are just like, regardless of the interest rate, I'm ready to make a move. So
we'll have these links down below. So if you're getting this via email, you'll see it in the YouTube side. If you are getting this via email and you saw value in this, feel free to share with a colleague. As always, we're grateful for you guys tuning in and giving us the opportunity to share. So thanks for thinking of us. Anytime you have somebody coming to Phoenix, and hang in there. Look, lots of luck in starting 2025.
Yeah, can't wait to hear from you guys and see what's going on out there across the country. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.